Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my third lesson of D2, chapter number 12, exercise 12D, that is about the volume and surface area of composite solids. What are the composite solids and how to calculate the volume and surface area of composite solids? These are the questions that have to be really clear to all of my students, and especially those who are going to appear in O-level examination in July, inshallah. So if you have missed my previous class or you're catching us late, you have to watch the previous lessons, for which I'll give the link of the lesson in the description box, because the lessons of mathematics require continuous practice and integration of the lesson with the new lesson. Let's move towards question number 4 and let's begin today's class. As the questions are long, so I've written the questions in short form and I'll be reading the question from the book. Question 4 says, a solid consists of a hemisphere and cone which share the common base. Okay, and the common base has radius 21 centimeter. Okay, this is the radius 21 centimeter and the height is 28 centimeter and the slant height of the cone is 35 centimeter. This is the radius. Okay, and then what we have to do, we have to find the volume and surface area of the solid. There are two requirements of the question, that we have to find the volume and total surface area of this solid. We will discuss each part one by one, and let's move to the volume of this question. And as we know that the figure consists of two solids, one is the cone and other one is hemisphere. So the volume of solid will be equal to the volume of cone and volume of this hemisphere. So let's begin the solution. Okay, volume of solid, volume of solid equals to volume of cone and plus volume of hemisphere, volume of cone plus volume of hemisphere. Now, for better understanding of this lesson, you should have good command on the formulas of volume and surface area of all solids. Formula for the volume of cone is 1 by 3 into pi r square and h, and the volume of hemisphere is 2 by 3 and pi r cube. Okay, now we can see either we can replace the values in these two parts separately and we can go for the calculation, or what we can do is we can make our calculation little more easy, that we can see that 1 by 3 is the common factor, pi is the common factor and r square. So we can extract the common factor out by factorization. Okay, D2 chapter number 3 and 4 has to be strong. Okay, 1 by 3 and pi and r square, and when I'm pulling out 1 by 3 pi r square from this part, I will left with h, and from the second part I will left with this 1 by 3 is out, pi is out, so I will left with 2, and from r cube r square is out, this is r. Okay, and now what we have to do, we have to go for the replacement of the values, and let me once again confirm the data from the book. The question says the cone has the base radius 21 centimeter and height is 28 centimeter and slant height is 35 centimeter. Yes. Okay. So what we can do is that 1 by 3 into pi and radius is 21 square and height of cone is 28 plus 2 multiplied by 21, and this is can give me the answer. 21 square is 441 if I'm not wrong. Yes, 441 1 into pi, okay, by 3, this is 1, and 28 plus 2 multiplied by 21 is 42. Okay, 42 plus 28, this is 70. 8 into 10, 402 6, 4 plus 2 6 and 1 7, 441 into pi by 3 multiplied by 70 and close the bracket. Now what we can do is that 441 multiplied by 70 and multiplied by pi by 3. Pi has a value 3.142. So 441 multiplied by 70 multiplied by 3.142 by 3. Okay, now we have to check the calculation. 441 multiplied by 70 multiplied by 3.142, and this gives me 993.54 by 3. Okay, and this gives me 32,331.18. As we have to give our answer nearest to 3 significant figures, so it can be taken as approximately 32,300 centimeter cube. I hope you are clear about the volume part, and it's the time to go for the understanding of the total surface area of this solid. And let me draw the line here so that my students should not mix the working with the other part. Okay, and as we and when we recall the concept of total surface area of composite figures, we can see that this solid is consisting of the cone and the hemisphere. Okay, now which surfaces will be taken for the calculation of the total surface area? If we recall the previous lesson, we discussed that all those parts of the solids from where the shapes are joined together, or the hollow parts of that solid, or the parts of the solid which are not in touch with other surfaces, their areas will not be calculated. This is an important technical point. So if we look at this diagram, we can see that this circular top of the cone or this circular bottom of the hemisphere, from this place these two solids are joined together hollow. So this portion of the diagram will not be considered for the calculation of area. I hope now my students are clear, and now the question will really be easy for my students. The second part is the total surface area. Total surface area will be equal to curved surface area of cone, curved surface area of cone plus curved surface area of hemisphere. Okay, now what we have to do is that first of all we have to write down the formulas, okay, and learn and apply the formula that curved surface area of cone is pi RL and the curved surface area of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Now it's your choice. Either you can replace the value of r and l and r over here and you can perform the calculations, or what we can do is that we can pull out pi and r as a common factor, and I will left with l plus this pi and r is out. Then I will left with 2 and r. Now it's the time to replace the values. Okay, pi radius is 21, slant height is 35 and plus 2 into 21. Okay, now I can write it 21 pi 35 plus 21 multiplied by 2 is 42, and this can be written in the form 21 pi 5 plus 2 is 7, and 4 plus 3 is 7. 77. Okay, let me confirm the calculation. 35 plus 42, and this gives me 77. So 21 multiplied by 77 multiplied by pi, and 21 multiplied by 77 multiplied by 3.142. Okay, then 21 multiplied by 77 multiplied by 3.142, and this gives me 80.6. And as we have to give our answer nearest to three significant figures, so it can be written as 80 centimeter square. I hope you are clear about today's class. For next difficulty level, please catch me in the next class. Watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much, and let me correct this before going, so that my students should not mix this and misunderstand this. This is 441. Okay, thank you very much.